In this lecture, we will explore what exactly is social science research methods. Now, to do that, we need to understand what is social science. Social science is the study of how people interact with one another. The branches of social science includes anthropology, economics, political science, psychology, and sociology. Social scientists study how societies work, exploring everything from the triggers of economic growth and the causes of unemployment to what makes people happy. I know I want to know what makes me happy, and I'm sure you do also. Their findings inform public policies, educational programs, urban designs, marketing strategies, and many other endeavors. Now, let's dive a little bit into research. Research is the systematic asking of questions and finding use of methods to learn answers to interesting, important questions. Whether or not your research has been purposeful in the past, you do research all the time. When you try to decide which deodorant or what clothes or outfit to try on, you're doing research. When you ask friends for recommendations about where you should go to dinner, you're doing research. When you experiment with different routes to find the best way to get to work or school, you're doing research. And why? Because you want to know. Now, research methods are specific procedures for collecting and analyzing data. Developing your research methods is an integral part of your research design. Research methods in psychology are systematic procedures used to observe, describe, predict, and explain behavior and mental processes. They include experiments, surveys, case studies, and naturalistic observation, ensuring data collection is objective and reliable to understand and explain psychological phenomena. Now, first, decide how you will collect your data. Your methods depend on what type of data you need to answer your research question. It could be qualitative versus quantitative. Will your data take the form of words or numbers? Primary versus secondary. Will you collect original data yourself? Or will you use data that has already been collected by someone else? Descriptive versus experimental. Will you take measurements of something that is, or will you perform an experiment? Second, decide how you will analyze that data. For quantitative data, you can use statistical analysis methods to test relationships between variables. For qualitative data, you can use methods to determine patterns and meanings of the data. Now let's go over methods for collecting data. And yes, throughout this course, we will go more in depth with each piece of the material that I'm going over right now. But in regards to methods for collecting data, data is the information that you collect for the purpose of answering your research question. The type of data that you need, again, it depends on the aims of your research. There's qualitative versus what? That's right, quantitative. And also there's primary versus what? Secondary. And there's descriptive versus what? Experimental. That's right. So as social scientists, we are interested in how people interact with one another. And again, the branches of social science include what? Anthropology, economics, political science, psychology, and sociology. And you and I, in this class, we are going to be social scientists or researchers. And we as social scientists studies how societies work. And our findings inform what? Public policies for educational programs, urban design, marketing strategies, and many, many, many other endeavors. In my next lecture, we will review the various research method strategies.